Yeah, so I started volunteering here a couple years ago. I started out just as a regular medical volunteer, medical assistant, and scribe. And then the fall, about 10 months after I started volunteering here, I did my senior capstone project here and started the Get Fit With Us program. It's the exercise program that we have here, and we're going strong on 1 year. We've got a lot of patients that are participating, and we're seeing really great results with that. And then about 6 months ago, I took on the position of lead medical assistant. So now I'm kind of in charge of all the volunteers in the back and doing the best that I can to make sure that everything is good for our patients.
Okay, other than getting to do all of those things, tell me something about the other side of it in which you have either interacted with patients or you know for sure that what you guys are doing here is working and it is helping people. Give me some examples.
Yeah, absolutely. The first patient that comes to mind, she is I was able to get to know her through the exercise program. That's where I was coaching classes, and that's where I had known her from the clinic, but I really got to know her more personally through the exercise classes. They were much more intimate, and she has just got this fiery energy, super positive, great outlook on life, and she told me her story about why she was afraid of going to doctor's offices. She had some really poor experiences in the past, and a big part of why she loves Health and Hope so much is because she feels like she is getting seen by providers that actually listen to her. She feels comfortable with them. She knows she's safe with them, and she was a severely diabetic patient, and after she participated in our exercise class and continued seeking care with us, and she completely changed her life. New diet, new daily exercise routine, and her A1C went down something like 7%. I mean, it was miraculous, and she got off insulin, and it was just this crazy miracle story that you don't ever see. You know, people get on insulin and then they never come off it with their diabetes, and she just turned her life completely around and has got such a more positive outlook on life, and knowing that we play such a big part in that, and that everything we do here, you know, it still affects them when they walk out of the clinic. Everything that we do is we just don't get to see it. But when I got to see her continuously for 2 weeks or twice a week, every week for a few months, you know, I got to see how much she was growing, how much stronger she was getting. Her mental health was doing better, her physical health. I mean, it was just really amazing, and I'm proud to have been able to be part of her story.
What was her age range?
She's in her 50s or 60s, so she's a little bit older, yeah.
How do you get 50, 60-year-old, especially women, and I would guess men too, how do you get them energized and interested in coming to, and if they don't know about it, why should they know about it? I mean, it's hard to get us there.
It is, absolutely. So when I knew that was going to be a challenge with starting this program, because half of our patients already, just getting them to their medical appointments is nearly impossible. And so now I'm asking them to come back consistently twice a week on top of going to work, taking care of their families. So maybe some of them are retired and have the free time, but a lot of them aren't. You know, they're living paycheck to paycheck. So asking them to come here 2 more times every single week was a big ask. So I knew that it was important for me to show up, to be on time, to make sure that I was writing different exercise programs every day or every week to keep it not boring, you know, change it up and make sure that I was playing pumped up music in the morning, and that I came in with a good attitude, and that I took initiative to just be nice, to talk to them about their day, so that when they were coming, they were having a good time and it was fun, and they could feel how much healthier they were feeling with the exercise every day. And I think the biggest thing that I did was just try to get to know them personally, because some of them, you know, after you see them twice a week for months and months, you know, it's almost like a family, and it's the same people coming to the same classes, and eventually they were becoming friends. And seeing, you know, starting your day with your friends, I coach the morning classes, it's fun. And then later on, we kind of saw people starting to taper off despite advertising it and putting out flyers. So now we're doing these punch cards, these The mental health and wellness punch card. So any kind of event, including the exercise classes, if they come and they fill up their punch card, they get some kind of prize to keep them incentivized to come. But most of the ones that I've talked to, Allie's running the program now, they just love it. They don't need the incentive because they show up and Allie's got a great attitude. The other coaches are coming in with a great attitude. They're keeping it fun, and you just genuinely have a good time when you're there.
How do you appeal to those folks that are sitting there going, yeah, here you got all this great, but I don't know, this is not for me, this kind of exercising and all. What do you say to say, you know what, second thought, here's why?
Yeah, I don't think we could probably answer the why to that question. It's the patients, but I think what we can do in response to that is to give them another option. Okay, well, if you don't like this exercise, how about this? Or maybe, okay, you can't do a squat. Maybe instead of going straight into the squat, we have you stand up from a chair. So just try to break it down into baby steps so it seems more doable to them, or giving them other options. I think the biggest thing as someone trying to go into the healthcare field, the most important thing we can do for our patients, especially of this population, is to just educate them. Educate them about why we're doing what we're doing. Why is this exercise good for you? Because they want to get healthy. They don't want to be unhealthy their whole life. We're not meant to be people's primary care forever. Hopefully, they get health insurance and are doing better in their personal life, that they won't need us forever. But while they are with us, we just need to educate them about how to stay healthy, what they can do in their personal lives, and the benefits of exercise and diet.
I was going to ask you how to get around the fact that if you've got an older group, here's this young woman that's fit, energetic, has this long life to live, versus this 50, 60, 70-year-old who says, okay, how can she really help me? Mm-hmm. How have you managed to work that relationship with obviously an older group that you have to appeal to?
Well, I have a background in exercise science. That's why I started the program. So part of getting my degree was learning how to program exercises, learning how to modify them. So if someone can't do it, okay, here's another exercise that'll work the same muscle groups but is more doable for people that are older. But also encouraging them to not let their age stop them. Like, okay, you're older, but you can still do it. There's nothing stopping you. And if you can't do it at this level, then let's start here and let's work our way up. So it's just not having that mindset of, I can't do it. You can do it. And that's why we're here, is to encourage them to take that leap and to just go for it. Don't let them have that limited mindset. Just be here to encourage them to reach their greatest potential.
Perfect. Is there any other personal story that you wanted to share, or was that the older lady the main one?
She was definitely probably the main one. Yeah, a lot of the patients in here that we get have a lot of personal challenges that they have to overcome on a daily basis, and everyone's got their own story, and I'm definitely touched by all of them, but I haven't gotten the chance to know them as personally as I have the other patients. So yeah, she was definitely the one that impacted me the most.